we were probably spending 300% more before. So with cutting back our marketing spend significantly, our revenue has risen. This is the best month I've had in business since I really honed in on being a naturopath, and it's up 50% this month, which is massive. Like, it's so good.
Please introduce yourself. What's your name? What type of business do you run? Where are you from?
Okay, my name's Lindsay. I'm a naturopath. I specialize in skin, but in particular, it is acne, and I live in Torquay, Victoria.
Unreal. Tell me a little bit about your situation before we started working together.
Cool. So clinic was good, but our marketing approach, we were just kind of doing a lot of different channels, spending a lot of money, and probably not having the return on investment we liked. And there was also the time factor. So I could create a reel, but I couldn't do it very well. And I was spending so much time mucking around with it, getting a good video, finding music, moving my text in the right thing. But we didn't really have a strategy. Our strategy was just post up when you can, just kind of do it whenever you've got a minute. And I guess the downside of that is you go for weeks without posting. And our marketing spend was pretty high because we were pushing it through all different channels again, and just not having an Instagram strategy.
Yeah. And how did that make you feel?
I hated it. I hated Instagram, and I hated sitting on the couch trying to align text, and then your reel wouldn't save and you'd have to start again. And it just made business unfun. I was like, this is not my job. My job is to be a naturopath, and I'm just getting frustrated doing all this other stuff.
Yeah. What were you unable to do that you wished you could?
Just like, I am a big believer in outsourcing. And so like, I would have liked to just made that somebody else's problem essentially, but yeah, kind of didn't really know where to go for it or find anyone, or have the time to look to work out what to do from there.
Yeah. Okay. And what negative impact did that have on you, your team, your business?
It's just one, it's time and money, right? Which are like the two things everybody wants. So we were spending a lot of money on social media advertising. We're spending a lot on Google advertising, like a huge amount. So it was the money, of course, and then it was the time. Like I didn't really know what I should be doing. It's like, do I post on my stories? Do I make reels? Do I do a carousel? And it was honestly sitting on the couch of an evening with Canva open, making sure your text was the same as last time, making sure your colors were the same as last time, your logo was there. And it was all that fiddly stuff. And yeah, it just made me hate it. And I also wasn't really tracking how successful things were. I just go, okay, this week looks busy, so something must be working.
Yes, Canva. It's my worst enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I open my Canva, like, the amount of stuff in there, and I look back and it's from years of creating infographics and finding an appropriate picture of a woman, and I'm like, no, I'm not having fun.
No, it's not it. Okay, cool. How did you find us or find out about us?
I had a naturopath share a post, and I was like, I like what this guy's saying, and it's put together so well, and started following him. And then the next day he created another reel, and I was like, wow, that's such good quality. The next day he created a reel. I thought to myself, how is this guy creating all these reels that are good quality? And he didn't look like he had a massive team behind him. He was like solo entrepreneur, I guess. And so I hunted through the comments and found you, and I was like, you've liked all these videos. I'm like, I think you're looking at his stuff. And then I stumbled on you guys and was like, oh, like, this is what I need. I need to outsource this problem. That someone who knows what they're actually doing. I remember he was like, these are the most common deficiencies we see, B12, vitamin D, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, yes, yes. And he was just producing so many reels. And I thought, how does he have the time to do this? Like, does he have a marketing background? Like, where? Tell me. And then like you commented, and I was like, I clicked on your page and I was like, oh, he's his person that's making these, I think. And so, yeah, I followed you, and yeah.
Perfect. I need to comment on more posts. I think I just had another testimonial before this. They said the exact same thing.
They found you from looking at someone else's.
Yeah.
That's great though. Like,
yeah,
that's your content, like you've created that. Like, yes, the person speaking is part of it, but it's like, yeah. And he just kept producing them. And I was like, there's got to be a trick in this.
All right, perfect. Before we started working together, did you have any doubts and fears?
Yeah, 100%. So I took a break from being a naturopath for a few years and went into marketing, digital marketing. And I just feel like with marketing and whether it's someone who'll do your SEO or someone who'll build your website or a design agency, sometimes what they promise and what they deliver can be incredibly underwhelming and expensive. And I'd had a few instances in the past where I tried to outsource my content, and it's just a disaster. It wasn't my voice. It wasn't the way I would speak or I'd write. And it was making my work more as I was kind of correcting. And I just thought, this isn't working. So I was anxious and I thought, am I just going to be jumping on another thing that might not work? And, is this going to be another waste of money for a company that's not going to get my business and be a waste of time? So, yeah, I was nervous because you would know yourself. There's lots of people in the industry that promise so much, and then you actually work with them and it's like, oh, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, definitely. What made you say yes to working together anyway?
I thought to myself, all right, I'll test it. If I can put this time aside each week, can I do what you do based on what the people you work with do?
Yeah.
And I couldn't. Like, I downloaded apps that was like how to create reels like a professional. And I was like, I just can't do it. And I thought to myself, the amount of time I'm spending, the amount of money we spend on advertising, I worked out how many clients do you need to get me a week for this to work? And I was like, yeah, no, we can do this. Like, let's give it a go, right? Let's give it 3 months and we'll see how things look.
Yep. And where are you at with business now?
Yeah, it's great. It worked so well. Yeah, it's fantastic. It was really good. So, we talked through strategy, we talked through niching, we talked through focusing. You taught me a lot about how to create good reels, how to speak on camera, how to have your camera. Like, I guess the best thing was it wasn't just you were doing my videos. It was like I was learning more about Instagram engagement and call to actions and reels and so much more than that. Like the ManyChat that you helped set up, like that was one of the best things. We just copied your ManyChat and it just worked. So it's all those little extra things that are actually super helpful. So like it's one thing to create a reel, but I think the value is in all those other little bits and pieces too. Yep. And so I think within maybe the first month or two, like I had a reel do really, really well. And we can just see it in our bookings, like the other practitioners now are just full. So, I've always got a pretty good stream, but for them who don't really have a brand or an identity, I think by working together, it elevated my brand. I got so many more followers, such better engagement. People knew what they were seeing. They knew what we were talking about. We always talked about the similar topic, which was what our audience wanted. It also meant we've had to stop paying for Google advertising, which is fantastic. And yeah, like our marketing spend has dropped without like our ROI is significantly better than what it was. Like, yeah,
Yep.
Such a good business decision. I'm so pleased I did it.
Awesome.
Like really, yeah, it's great. Like I look at that other practitioner and we were chatting before this call and she's like, I don't think I can see any clients until November. And I was like, yeah, like it's good. She's comfortable that she's got a really consistent income. I can look ahead and go, what we're doing now is working really nicely.
Yeah. Are you open to chatting about like what you were spending on Google ads compared to now? Are you open to chatting about like a revenue increase?
Yeah. I'll talk about percents maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So with what we spend with you versus our previous spend, we were probably spending 300% more before. So we were burning money. Like Google advertising and pay-per-click advertising is really expensive. And that had been an overhead we'd had for about 2 years. And so, yeah, it blended into profit and loss, but it was massive and it didn't have a good ROI. We tried Facebook advertising, really competitive, really fiddly. We had to get someone to outsource it. So we had someone doing that. Instagram, we were just boosting posts and we were spending every week on simply boosting posts. We could go up to $500 or $600. And we were doing that every single week. And while the books were full and things looked like they were working, our marketing spend was significant. So with cutting back our marketing spend significantly, our revenue has risen. Like I was just doing my tax before and like overheads and income now, like it looks really healthy. And what's really interesting to see is you can see the point we started working together, looking at that 3 months tax and watching the change because we kind of slowly started turning things off working with you. So we turned off Facebook first and Google next. And yeah, like our marketing spend now is you guys and we do a bit of SEO in the background, but our revenue's up. Like I looked at this is the best month I've had in business since I really honed in on being a naturopath, and it's up, I guess on average, it's up 50% this month, which is massive. Like it's so good. and yeah, it's really rewarding. Like I think we work really hard, and it's nice when things, particularly doing my tax today, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in a good place now.
Yeah. Real quick, sorry to interrupt your video, but if you are an online health coach or practitioner and you're looking at scaling your business using content marketing, you want to get more content out, you want that content to be at a higher quality, you want to get more clients, you want to get more cash collected, you want to do all that in less time, make sure you hit the first link in the description and book a call with us. We've helped dozens of online coaches just like the one that you're watching do all of those things. So if you want that to be you too, make sure you hit the first link in the description. Otherwise, back to the video. Yeah, perfect. Love to hear that. That's unreal.
Oh, and the other thing, actually, what was really good, what you suggested was high ticket items and being comfortable with charging that much and putting it up there. So I think we talked about that. I put a high ticket item up and I thought to myself, this is never going to sell. Nobody's going to buy this. And the first week I had 2 people sign up and I was like, why didn't I do this ages ago? Like, and you can see on our little graph of where things just went, pop, 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 pop. Like it just works. It's great.
Yes. Everybody needs to hear that part because everybody's undercharging.
And you can see on my little graph, like when I started changing to Instagram, like it just goes up. It's really good.
Sick. That's unreal. I love to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm so pleased I did it. Like particularly good time with this because I promised myself to finish my tax today. And like I spent, I think, what was it, like $15,000 less. Like that's come off our marketing over the past, I think 6 months or no, 4 or 5 months. Like we were burning cash on boosting posts on Instagram.
Yeah.
But for like nothing. We were getting more followers, but they weren't converting. They weren't good leads. And like having the many chat stuff set up, having the lead magnet set up, like I always think to myself, Instagram won't be here forever. Or what if my account gets hijacked, right? Like I need to capture these leads. And so it had took in 3 years, I had 600 leads on my newsletter. I think since we've worked together, which is maybe 4 or 5 months now, maybe 6, it's up, like I got 1,500 from the many chat funnels. Like, yeah, so that's, I think, the best part. It's not just, oh, we're creating cool content. It's like building my database of people. I've got lead magnets created. Like, just means our market of who we can talk to is so much better than what it was before, of people who actually want to buy stuff from us.
That's a lot of wins. My next question is a good one. How does that make you feel?
So good. Like it's really good as a business owner to find someone that can, like, you can outsource to and they just get your business and it works and it's easy. Like takes so much pressure off, you know, because I think the hardest thing about running your own business is you kind of got to do it all. And you can sometimes, you know, you're a bit nervous to outsource it, but like, yeah, it was one of the best decisions we made. And like we can see it in the revenue. And I love not sitting at the couch on Canva at the end of the day. Like, oh, it's so liberating.
Yeah, that's the cost that you can't measure, is the effort that you put into it.
Yeah, 100%. And like I've got kids and I would always be on my phone dicking around on Instagram, and like to have that time back, like I love it that I can record stuff, put it over, it's there next week. Like it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, perfect. All right. That's pretty much most of the main questions. I've got a couple more. Obviously, a big part of what we do is video editing. Is a major one. How have you found the quality of the video editing that we do, and how have you found the system that we deliver it with?
Yeah, it's good. It's easy. Yeah, like you load your files up, you make comments, like the Slack's really handy, I think. But yeah, it's easy. And then if something does need to be edited or you want to question something, like I find that like you'll always give feedback, like you're still really easy to access, and JL's really helpful as well.
Yeah, awesome.
If I want to ask you something, you do reply, you know, which is really helpful. A lot of consultancy businesses, you know, you'd have to book time and pay for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Last one, because I don't want to keep you for too long. What would you tell someone who is watching this right now and is unsure about working with me, or even just somebody to help them with their content and their marketing?
Yes, it comes down to how much money do you put on time and efficiency, right? Like I figure after this experience, I'm like, I should have done this ages ago. Like I should have just jumped in. What's 3 months? Because when I look at where I am now, where I was before, like this is so much better. So I think, yeah, just give it a go and see if it's the right fit in the right company. It'll save you a lot of time and money.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If you've made it to the end of this video and you are an online health coach or practitioner and you're looking at scaling your business using content marketing, you want to get more content out, you want that content to be at a higher quality, you want to get more clients, you want to get more cash collected in less time, make sure you hit the first link in the description, book a call with us, and we can find out whether we can help you. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm coming at you with lots more value. Let's lock in. Have a nice day. Have a nice night whenever you're watching this. Farewell.